So the full Bundesliga team of season has been released, and as a result we're going to walk through the best investments to go and buy just before they go out of packs tomorrow. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So the Bundesliga team of season has now officially been released. So what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the best investments to go and pick up before they go out of packs tomorrow. Now the reason these players rise out of packs is one or two reasons. One, they'll be using the Bundesliga Cup. We have one for the Premier League where you can use a maximum of a 90 rated team with 191, and two, their SBC fodder. Because they're using the cup, I guess I'll walk through this one first. Because they're being used in the cup but they're not in packs, it means the card gets quite rare as everyone buys them off the market to go and use them in the cup, and as a result the player rises. And then fodder rises out of packs as people buy the fodder to put them into the SBCs, but they're not resupplied unlike all the other cards, because you know, if you open a pack and get Grimaldo, you're not going to get gold Grimaldo, you're going to go and get yourself team of season Grimaldo. Meaning the gold cards get rarer and rarer and rarer as the week goes on and the players rise. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about every player that is meta but not SBC fodder and therefore should rise nicely for the cup on, well, Friday, tomorrow. So the problem is a fair few of these guys are quite inflated because they got leaked earlier in the week. And we see before the leak at the end he was 700, and after the leak he went up to 1.5, then back down to 1. He's back down to 1.7 now, he's at 1.7 now. I do need him to go down with division rivals, otherwise he's just not going to look appetizing as an investment. But a very good player for the cup. Obviously he's a discard player, but you know, one of the most popular gold cards in the game. So game would do well for the cup. I just need him to go down a few hundred coins because at the moment he's just too much of a risk. We then move on to Alphonso Davies, and I actually really like Alphonso Davies. The reason this is before he was leaked he was already 3k. Now he's gone up from 1.8 to 3k this week because people have bought this gold card, anticipating him to do well for the cup if he's in packs or out of packs. But because he's going out of packs, he's only up like 400 coins, which I don't think is too bad. Not bear in mind, last year when Alphonso Davies got a team of the season card, he went extinct at 10k. So he did extremely well last year, even though he was a bit inflated going into team year, he still did very well. So Alphonso Davies I don't think actually is too bad of a price right now. I do think he can go down with division rivals a little bit, but yeah, should do very, very nicely for the cup. Regards to selling the players for the cup, if any of these cards are up, let's say 30% before 6 PM on the Friday, you can sell them then and play it safe. If not, you can go and sell them in the evening of the Friday, which is going to be 10 PM. If not, you can go and sell them all the way till next Friday, until just before they're in packs. They're the kind of 3 sell points. But Alphonso Davies, again, barely inflated as the announcement of him going out of packs, and should do well for the cup. Then head to Upamecano, but it's actually quite interesting. So with Upamecano, I wouldn't buy him unless he has a shadow card on him, because I just think his gold card's too common, and I think centre-backs of that calibre are too common. So what I do is I'd be looking at buying Upamecano with a shadow up to 1.9k, because I think those cards, obviously Upamecano's with a shadow and Upamecano with a gold card, the shadow cards can be way, way rarer, which means if the gold card rises, the gold card with a shadow would rise anyway. But if the gold card doesn't rise, the gold card with a shadow should rise because of people doing the Bundesliga tournament. So picking up Upamecano with a shadow up to 2k is not a bad buy, but again, this is solely going to be an investment for the Bundesliga Cup. We then head over to Malin. Now Malin, of course, when he did go and get leaked, went from discard all the way up to 2.8k. It's back down to 2.2k, which isn't too bad right now, but again, another player who's just primed for that Bundesliga Cup and should rise quite nicely. Also, I have no idea what on earth's going on PC for him to go up to 15k in the last hour or two. Maybe it's just a picking up the cards on the market bug, but how weird. And then the last card that should only rise because of them being used for the cup is the likes of Jeremy Frimpong. Now, he was quite a given. We recommended him on the weekend for like a K. He's already up to 2, so I do need him going back down to around about 1.6, 1.7 for him to go and be a buy. But again, yeah, really useful player for the cup. The only problem is he might have a high chance of being overinvested, because I feel like before 6 PM tomorrow, he'll probably be up at like 2.5, 2.7k, in which at that point he would have tripled from the price he was on the weekend. So again, a little bit more incentive to go and sell for him before 6 PM because he's at a much higher percentage rise than other players, and therefore potentially indicating that he's going to potentially be over-invested. We're now going to cover the players that are just SBC fodder, players that I don't think are good enough to be used in the cup but can rise due to SBC fodder. So we're going to start off here with Grimaldo. There's a slight argument that people would use him in the cup. I just don't really believe so, the likes of Alphonso Davies being discard. But Grimaldo should go back down to about 1.2k after Division Rival Awards today, maybe 1.2, 1.3, because all 84s are inflated at the moment, but they should crash back down with Division Rival Awards. So Grimaldo picking up round about this card should be a good pickup. There's a slight bit of demand for the cup, but I don't think it's amazing. And the next player coming in here is going to be Tots. Again, we're going to wait a few hours after Division Rivals till we go and buy these cards. But Tots as an 85 rated fodder, we can see 85 rated fodder has gone from 2.9 all the way up there to 5k this week. So we see it's been really well demanded this week, but it should go down with Division Rivals. Here's how he reacted with Division Rivals last week, by the way. He peaked up there at 5k, kind of 4.6k the day before. Then after Division Rivals went down to 3.3. So we're kind of expecting these cards to go down to about 3.5, 3.6 with the packs being open from Division Rivals. And the last player that I think just fits into only fodder, because I think the vast majority cards are actually fodder and meta, is the likes of Harry Kane. Now, Harry Kane's already done 23 all the way up there to 32. He is back down again at the moment, which is good. I mean, if we look at how he reacted last Thursday, he went from 29 down to 26, so it wasn't an amazing drop last week. But yeah, Harry Kane, 90 red fodder, obviously it's solid for exchanges, solid for upgrade SBCs, player SBCs, and so on and so on, and obviously he's out of packs all week. That now leaves us with the vast majority of the investments, which are actually both SBC fodder and they are cup, which means we could see them do really well after Friday 6 PM. If not, they should do quite progressively, you know, they should slowly rise through the week as more and more SBCs are released for the Bundesliga. So we start off with a player who was only leaked just yesterday, and that is the likes of Kingsley Coman. I don't think he's too insane for the cup. I don't think he's like Alphonso Davies sort of level of demand, but I do think he is a bit more demanded than someone like Tots. So yep, Coman, same sort of thing, wait a few hours after Division Rival Awards, then if he either bangs after 6 PM on the Friday due to the cup, happy days. If he doesn't bang after 6 PM on Friday, then we're just going to hold on to him all the way through to next Friday. Goretzka, I think, can have some really good demand for the Team Season Cup, and of course he's 85 SBC fodder, so again, I'd say he's probably a little bit of a better investment than Coman, because I can see him being a little bit more demanded for the teams. But yeah, both fodder and weekly demanded. Kobo, I think, is a really good investment, and actually who I'm tempted to go all in on this week, because I probably won't be on my main account this week, because I'm going to do a 0 to 2 million coins in 7 days, and then upload it 1 week later when I'm away on holiday. So whilst I am not on my main account and recording this Road to Glory, I do think that Kobo is a really good investment, and the reason I think Kobo is a really good investment is because the Bundesliga has no goalkeepers. Because the Bundesliga has got no goalkeepers, especially goalkeepers that are 90 rated and below, I don't think, again, you got Heredecki, that's about it, but I don't think there's many promo cards people can go and use. So unless they go and release, well, we know they're not going to release 2 Bundesliga goalkeepers. So I think this Heredecki is a good investment, because despite being down because of Kobo, you won't be able to use Kobo in the Cup. And because you can't use Team Season Kobo in the Cup, you're either using Heredecki, Kobo, Neuer, or maybe one of these cards here. So I think he can do really well, because his Team Season card won't be able to be used in the Cup. And it's also, it'll be SBC fodder. So I think, yeah, again, it's probably who I'm tempted on my main account to go all in on. The only problem I do have is the price range. If I went someone like Davies, he could go 3.5 to 10. Whereas if I go Kobo, he might go from like 6k to 11k. So it obviously have to buy way less cards, but in terms of percentage rises, it's not going to be as good. We then move on to 86 Musiala. Think he'll have decent cup demand. Think he'll have decent weekly demanded. Also potentially a sort of player that might get used in an Evo. EA's been letting us use like 86s, even up to 87s a fair bit as of recently. I mean, for any of these meta players, by the way, or in general, I guess any of the players going out packs, if any of them are used for an Evo, they are going to absolutely bang in price. So just be aware of that. And that is going to go and wrap it up. So there are all of the investments. In short, the idea is that we're going to go and buy a few hours after Division Rival Awards, maybe even an hour after Division Rival Awards. We'll then go and either sell them before 6 PM on the Friday because of the pre-hype. If not, the players that are meta cards but aren't weekly demanded, we're probably going to go and sell them Friday evening. If not, they'll potentially go up on Friday evening, then go down Saturday, Sunday as people do Weekend League, and then rise on the Monday when people have finished Weekend League. Regarding the cards that are only SBC fodder, more like the night, you're just going to hold all the way through to next Friday. And the cards that are both SBC fodder and weekly demanded, cup demanded, I'd say see how they react on the Friday when the cup comes out. If they don't do very well, then again, you can just hold on to them because they're fodder and they can rise all through the week. But that's going to be that. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.